Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So, a white woman only gets a year in jail for lying about being raped by two black athletes. And according to reports, a former college student named Nikki Yovino lied to police about an incident where she reportedly was raped by two black student athletes at Sacred Heart University in Connecticut. Now, Yovino has pled guilty to making up allegations and has received a year in prison as a result. ABC7, who is the source of this report, noted Yovino made up allegations in 2016 because she was worried her consensual encounter with the two players would damage her relationship with another student. Police believe Yovino's story initially until witnesses came forth with evidence that went against her story. Along with that, the two accused players showed captured moments from the consensual encounter with Yovino on their cell phone. As a result of the allegations brought against both young men, they both pulled out of Sacred Heart University, with one of them losing his football scholarship in the process, and both men have plans to file a civil suit against Yovino. And somebody in the comment section said, let's hear the feminists speak on this one. They won't. So, if you know the history of white women and black men, this has been a reoccurring situation where white women have desired black men and black men vice versa have desired white women, but it seems after the sexual encounter or the relations that oftentimes the black man is painted as the one whom unjustly took what was not given to him by the white woman, when in most cases it was consensual, right? It was a act that was justified by the woman and the man. But playing the victim role has given the white woman the escape route, right? to make it seem like, hey, I didn't okay this. I didn't want to get down with this. And knowing that the white man, who is the natural opposer to the black man, everything in nature has an opposer or has an enemy. Knowing that the white man would crucify a black man that took from a white woman unjustly, that raped her, or any man in his right mind would defend his woman, that's natural, right? So this has been the tale of the tape when it comes to the white woman and the black man, right? So I would advise all brothers, be wise whom you sleep with. Don't allow your smaller head to control your larger head, because your smaller head will get you in trouble, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And you know, white women, oftentimes they only sleep with black men they see that have potential, either for fame or you already have it. You know, you very rarely catch white women sleeping with bummish black men. But on the flip side of that, you always catch the brothers. It be some educated, well-off, brother, six-figure, all celebrity. You look at them, they got a white woman on their side, right? See, they look at it from a business perspective. We look at it as, hey man, I'm gonna be accepted by white society. That's the way we look at it. I got this white woman on my arm, I'm good now. Man, I'm gonna get treated like royalty. When in reality, they despise, white men don't really like to see that. I don't think it's natural. I don't think really no man, honestly. I can't honestly say that I like to see the black man with the white woman if we all just be real about it. No, it's not natural, right? Now, love transcends color if it's true love, right? If it's true love and it's not based on lust, then yes, that transcends color, right? I'm not saying things from a racist perspective. No, I'm talking the natural order of things, right? Even if you look at God's creation and all of the animals, everything naturally mates with its own. That's the perspective I'm coming from. But yes, we being the greatest of God's creations, sometimes you see attributes in a certain person, no matter their race or way of life, or race or ethnicity, you see something in that person, right? You see divine in them. You see God in them, right? You see female God in them. It's something in them of divinity. See, if it's something of divinity, if you see some attributes of our creator in that person, well, hey man, and y'all fall in love off of righteous principles, hell, who can deny that, right? Who can reject that? So I would just say, brothers, you know, the black woman has been loyal to us. When we were out on the plantation, even though we were not the man that God created us to be, the protectors, the maintainers, the providers, and she could not be her natural self, the consoler. She could not be whom God created her to be. She still stood by our side, right? Even though the white slave master would rape her, would go into her, she would still stay by her side, even though we were not the men that God created us to be, the most loyal woman that has ever existed. How could we betray her now and go with the white woman? Think over that, brothers. She stood by our side when the world as it is still today against us. But they want us fighting against each other, right? They want families broken up and divided. And I know other ethnicities are listening. Don't be angry with me. Understand what I'm saying. The divorce rate right now in America among all races is very high. The goal is to break up families, right? Why? Divorce is big business in America today. The attorney generals, the government are waxing rich off of child support. The legal system, the attorneys, is big money. dealing with divorce and child support. That's a major revenue earner to the government. It's a multi-million dollar business. It might even be close to $1 billion, right? The government is nothing but a big collection agency when it comes to the children. And it's very sad what's going on. And in most cases, moms, some mothers, a lot of relationships are being broken up because mothers know, hey man, I got these babies. I know I'm finna get this child support. So they not, some relationships, people not willing to get counseling. They not willing to get advice. They not willing to get help. Because the woman knows she finna get this money. It's a sick system, man. I'm telling you. And then the government, being the collection agency, they get a cut from collecting the money from the dad and giving it to the mom, right? So I would just say, brothers, be wise in the women that you sleep with. Is so many, excuse me for going off course, there's so many black men being accused of rape and they did not actually commit the act, right? So I would say get one woman and marry her. Don't sleep around with women. Be obedient and loyal to our Creator's laws, which is a protection, which is a hedge against all of the filth and indecency that we can delve into, that we can engage ourselves in. Be righteous, brothers. All of us strive for righteousness because that's what gives us the most peace. Nothing is more important than your peace, right? Not a little pleasure. Pleasure shouldn't trump peace. Peace should trump pleasure, right? Because pleasure can get you in trouble if it's not the right pleasure, right? So that's just my few thoughts about this. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.